Hello and welcome to today's video. So in this tutorial I will be looking straight into what we started from our previous tutorial. We are still on creating a website with Blogger, so I'll go completely inside and I will make sure to finish this video no matter how lengthy it is going to be. Okay, so in the previous video we came to this place, this interface, or let's say this website called Blogger, where I told you that it is actually a product of Google, and so it's so easy to use and it comes very free. And I also made you to understand that you need your email account to log in. This instance you are talking about a Gmail account. So I also told you that once you have a Gmail account and then you open the blogger.com, the website, it just asks you to only sign in and then you are good to go. You are good to go. Once you log in with your email account, you come to this interface where you see the number of blogs that you have worked on before. You will see all of it over here. So over here, when you come to this arrow over here, you see the number of blogs that you have worked on, which says your blogs or recent blogs, and if you have any other blogs, it will all be here. If you want to create a new blog, this is where it is. So like I said in the previous video, if you have not created any blog before, then you are not going to see any name here except new blog, meaning you have not created any blog before. If you remember this, it was in the previous video. So if you don't know how we did this, then you have to go back to the previous video and then watch how we did this. Don't forget, this is a post, and then this new title was a blog name that we created, a blog that we created in the previous video. I told you, in an instance where you have lot of posts on your blog, like over here on this blog I have lot of posts over here. So if I'm looking for a particular post, because there are lots over here, for now it is only 10 over here, I have this Global News Times blog also, which has 16 posts. So over here, if I'm looking for a particular post, I can come here and then search for the kind of post. So let me just scroll through and say I want to look for this Microsoft Office softwares, this particular post which talks about easy steps to launch SaaS Microsoft Office softwares. I may not possibly remember easy steps, the full title, but maybe I know there's possibly Microsoft Office inside there. So I just come, I'm looking for that particular post, I come to the search post and then I type Microsoft Office or whatever Microsoft, and then I press enter. So it searches and brings me whichever post that has Microsoft Office or my search term in the title, and then it brings it to me and say, okay, maybe this is the post you are looking for. And then I say, okay, fine. If this is what I'm looking for, I just click on it. If it is that I want to share, over here you see this icon, which is the share icon. You might have possibly known this icon from time, the share icon. So when I click on this one, I may be able to share this post onto social media. I may share it onto via email and all those kind of things. Windows 10 has a little slightly way of doing some of these things, but other Windows has it differently. But better still, I will just open here to share with I'll say copy the link, and then maybe I will post the link somewhere to direct somebody to this post. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. So this is the share icon, don't forget, and then this is the comment icon. Over here it counts your comment. So if somebody goes on this post and then comment, then here will be one comment. I just guess you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, let's do something. So over here, our post has been filtered. If I say it has been filtered, it means that they have looked through and then chosen or selected a particular one for us. That means it has been filtered. Now, how come it is filtered? Because in the search bar we have a filter key or a search keyword over there. So if I want because over here it says that all the post is 16, you have published 15, the draft is 1, and then you have scheduled 0. So in all, with the draft and the published, we are talking about 16. Let me quickly go into this. If we talk about the published, what does it mean? When we talk about the draft, what does it mean? When we talk about the schedule, what does it mean? I have already informed you that in this particular training, in this particular video, I am going to finish up with this topic on creating blogs with Blogger. So I'm making sure that I talk about everything in-depthly, explain every portion and every term that we see over here, or every button that we see over here. If in case I forget about any, which is possible, you will then have to put it in the comment section and let me draw my attention to it. Possibly once you are going through, you are learning it for yourself, it might escape you, so you'd want to find out. Okay, I've opened Notepad here so that if there's any bit of notes to make, I will just type it over here. Perhaps my voice is going so low, so fast. Now I would also want to add that if my voice is fast, or if I'm speaking so fast, you can reduce the speed of this player. You can reduce the speed of this player. Okay, let me show you what I mean. So I come to our YouTube studio, and then this is the video that I am talking about. This is the video that we did yesterday. Okay, so 30th of October. Okay, good. So if I'm playing this video, and then I realize that whilst I'm trying to listen to the video and then practice, but what I realize is that the sound or the audio or the presenter is talking very fast, the voice is very fast, and so I'm not really grabbing what he is saying well. What I have to do is this: I come to this section which says setting, I click on it, and then I come to playback speed. So automatically or by default it is set to normal, but if I click on it, I can come and say no, I don't want the normal, I want maybe 0.75, which is a little bit slower than the normal, because the normal is 1.00, and then if you want to take it a bit speeder, it is 1.25 over here. So the normal is 1.00. So if I take it 0.75, it means I'm reducing the speed a little by 0.25%. Or better still, if I realize that the 0.75 is still faster, I can still choose 0.7 to 0.5, which makes it slower than the 0.75 and much more slower than the normal. I am hoping you understand what I'm talking about. So whenever you're watching a video and then you realize that it is going, the audio is very fast, you just come to settings and then you go to play speed, and then you choose whichever speed. You reduce the speed from here, or if you want to increase it, you increase it from here. If you want to bring it back to normal, you just click on normal, and then you are good to go. Okay, so this is the video that we did, the first video on creating a website with Blogger. I really recommend that you go to that video and watch it for yourself. And then whilst you go to that video, do want to visit some of our videos also. We have a whole lot of videos. We have a whole lot of playlists for you to learn out from. A whole lot of playlists. Good. I will quickly move on to the tutorial for today. There's something that I saw over there that I wanted to work on, but because of the tutorial I will finish with this, and then after that I will go and work on it. Good. So I am going to clear this search term, and then we will have all the other 16 in total all coming up or showing here. And then I said that I'm going to explain this. So the published are those posts which we have shared to the public. We have shared those ones to the public. It means if somebody should go to our blog over here, you go to view blog here. If somebody should go to our blog, the person is going to see this 15 posts over there. Those ones which are draft are considered as draft. You see, we have only one draft over here. So if I click on the one draft, it is going to scroll through and bring up which of the posts is a draft, and it is indicated over here that this is a draft and the date that it was done. These ones, they are not public. They are not shown on your blog. They are not shown on your blog. It means that the status is not public. So if somebody goes to your post, your blog, that this person is not going to see this post over there. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. Good. So the scheduled are those ones that we are possibly working on, or possibly we have worked on, but we are expecting, we have given it a timeline for it to be shown to the public. So we can create a post and then say that this post should be shown on the 5th of November. So from now to the 5th of November, from now to the 4th of November, this post will be unscheduled until the appointed date. Then it will now go unpublished. And then if I have a published post and then I don't want the post to be published again, I just come and then change the status of that post. So I say revert to draft. Revert to draft means that I don't want it to be published again. I don't want it to be shown on the blog again. I don't want the public to see it again. I want it to now become a draft. And like I've already said, with a draft, it is not shown on your blog, or it is not shown to the public. It is only at your back end. You are the only one who sees that. I hope that one is much clearer. Okay, so let's continue. That is for so the system over here, it is talking about this plus this, and because this one is 0, that is why it still makes up 16. Good. We can come here and then click on the manage. There was a manager. Okay, manage, and then I can click on it so that I can select multiple posts, and then I can choose either I want to revert it to draft, either I want to publish it, or maybe I want to apply some labels to it, or whether you want to delete them. Okay, so that is for managing for you. I will just take it out. I was explaining this tools over here, or these commands over here. So this one talks about the author, the person who created that post. In yesterday's video, I made it clear that you can invite other people, authors, to your blog. You can invite authors to your blog. Meanwhile, you will not be the only person to be posting, to be making posts on that blog. Other people are. So in an instance where you have other people, or let's say more than one author, this will become handy, or you see the use of it. So on every post you see the author of the post, and then you see if that you want to look at that post. So I want to view it. If I click on it from here, it is going to go to the edit mode in the back end. But if I click on this view, it means I want to look at how that post looks. I want to see how that post looks. So That's how the post looks. Are you getting this? So that is the view for you. That's what people see. And then this is the link to the page, this particular post. In yesterday's video, or in the previous video, I made mention of permalink. We will be looking at it whilst we are doing this recap. And then I can quickly delete the post if I want to. Let me just try something. So I come here and I say I want to delete this post, and then it tells me, do you still want to, are you sure you want to delete it? Then I say yes, I want to delete it. So I've discarded it. It is now left. It is now gone. So over here you have 15 instead of 16 before, meaning I've deleted one of the posts. I hope you understand it. Over here I can apply labels to it. So labels are like, in Instagram we call them tags or hashtags. Yes, so those kind of keywords that you use in identifying your blog, a particular post. Awesome. It could be a blog or anything also, but this one, because it's about posts, we're talking about posts. And then you can have numbers of them. Just make sure that you are separating them with a comma. So once you input a comma, then it is done. Once you input a comma, then it means that you are done with that one and you want to add a new one or a new tag. This is what I am talking about. Okay, so you can put as many as you want depending on what your post is talking about. That is tagging, applying labels to it. Over here you can sort by labels, you can filter by labels. So if I want all the tags that, all the posts that I have concerning COVID, I can come here and type COVID and then say apply, and then it will scroll through and bring me all those posts with COVID as a label. Over here you see COVID over here as a label, and then you see COVID over here as a label. So I can also filter with labels. I hope that one was okay, so clear. Good. So that one was label, and don't forget this symbol. It is the revert to draft. Because it is published, you are going to say revert to draft. That means you want to unpublish it. You don't want the public to see it again on your blog. That is the unpublish. I am hoping you understand this one also. Good. So before I spoke about this, the share and then the comment. So if I want to direct somebody to this particular post, what do I do? Come to the share and then copy the link and then send the link to the person. Good. Okay. So okay, let me just show it. So I come here, I copy the link over here. I can open Notepad and then paste the link over there, and then I copy this link and then I send it to the person. Okay, either by email, WhatsApp, whatever you want to use. The comment count, I've already said it. If you have any comment on any of the posts, you are going to see that one there. Okay, and then this one is the view count. How many times have people viewed that post? How many times have people viewed that post? So over here you see that we have 9 people viewing this particular post. We have 24 people viewing this particular post. We have 0. Are you getting this? So that is what it means. 20 people viewing this particular post. So that's what we talk about, the view. It is the insight or the stats. Good. You see this same icon over here? It's the same icon over here. That's what I'm saying. It is a stack. So it depends on which of the blocks you want to work on. Always make sure that you have selected which of the blocks that you want to work on. If it's a new one that you want to work on, then you choose new blog. If it is an old one that you want to work on, then you choose that particular blog, and then you can either add new post, because the first one is post. You can add a new post, or if you want to edit this particular post, you just click on the post and then you can edit it. If you want to delete something from it, if you want to change the title, if you want to change the colors, if you want to change the alignment, whichever, if you want to put a video there or you want to put an image there, it is up to you. It is your own blog. Okay, so the next tab is the statistics or the stats. Okay, let me use one of the old blogs so that you can see something here. When I start, it tells you everything, every activity that is happening on your blog. Over here it tells us that we have 0 followers on this particular blog, so nobody is following this blog, and then nobody has commented on this blog. Before, in the previous video I said that because this is a Google content, if you want to comment or if you want to even follow, you need to log in with your Google account or your Gmail account, which mostly takes people away from following and commenting on your posts, especially when they are not ready to log in. When they are being prompted to log in, I say, this is just a long process, let me just forget about it. So instead of going ahead to comment, they can't be able to comment, they can't be able to follow because of the process left, the process involved. But on a blog, on a paid site, on a WordPress, you can just other platforms, you can just comment, and then as followers comment as anonymous, which is okay. Good. And then on this tab, on this particular section, we get to know how many people have viewed visited your have viewed your blog in all time. So today, how many people have visited your blog? You'll be able to see it over here. Today, only 1 person, and then yesterday was 1 person, and then this month 44, and then last month was 210. I am showing you these things because I want you to become a very good blogger. I want you to understand everything that you are doing as a blogger. Possibly you'd find the interest of making blogging a hobby. Yeah, maybe after watching this video. So I need you to understand everything that is going on here. For me, this stats, yes, it should show something. It should tell me something. It tells you a whole lot of things that is happening on your blogs. Possibly you have to put in more effort and all those kind of a thing. But I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. That is why I'm showing you. Yeah. Somebody said, "Why is this one? He doesn't have followers. He doesn't have comments, and he's not ashamed." No, I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I've not started earning from this blog, so it is not a big deal. I use this blog to create traffic or to direct traffic to my own blog. Yes, that is the blog. That is where I get so much money from. So this is just a traffic section. That's why I said, okay, I've already deleted most of the blogs that I used because I use them to direct traffic on occasions. Yes, if there's any occasion, I create a blog and then I use it to direct traffic to a particular place, to a particular destination. And then after that, if I'm done with it, I may just delete it. I've worked with a lot of blogs over the period, but it might be an empty list over here. That is why I have to delete them. Good. And also, like, this is the start. You see how many the insights. You see how many people are visiting and viewing your blog from here. Over the last 7 days, I can change it to over the last 24 hours. I can change it to over the last 30 days. I can change it to over the last 3 months or all time. I can change it to everywhere. So over here, it talks about your post. So the latest post that was posted, which was on the 29th of October, has seen just 1 view, and the view was on the 30th, which is today. I get on this. So this line graph shows everything. I can change it. If I change it to the all time, you possibly see. So all time over here, you see the global news times. In September, we had a very high notch, 210 views in September 9th, or in September, on September 1st. So we have it going up like that, and then it started dropping again. So you see that the views in September was so much. This one is the whole blog, and then this one is the post, just a single post. So you should get the difference between it. Now over here you can see the number of posts and the number of views that they have driven for you. They have driven for you. And then over here you can see the number of the pages that you have on this particular blog. So that is what this place is about, the stacks. And then the comment, if you have had any comments, you will see it over here. You may be able to manage the comments by deleting them or all those kind of a thing, but since there's none, you might not be able to do any here. Thank you. And then for the earnings, I've already told you that Google AdSense is a way that Google you earn from your blog or from your publish, from the post that you have published or from your articles. So if you create a Google AdSense account and then they assess your blog and then they find out that okay, you are getting some traffic which we want to advertise to, they will just audit your blog and then grant your blog access. Once they have done that, now they will start showing ads on your account, they will start showing adverts on your account, and then at the end of the month you'll be receiving some money. If you check here, you see that there are some funds over here. This is my AdSense account. Yeah, so this month I've gotten $4, you know, that's kind of a thing. So that is where you start making money, and I'm telling you, the money is not coming from this blog. So because this blog, I have not really submitted this blog for monetization. Good. So you can do it over here. Awesome. You can create some pages. I have some few pages, the disclaimer page and then the privacy policy, which is mostly essential, especially when you want to do monetization of your blog. You need these two pages just for formalities. Good. You see there's this page here, but it is a draft. So yeah, I thought of starting something over there, and then I reverted it to draft because of time, so I stopped on that. Maybe I will in the near future publish it over here, but for now let it be. I don't want it. The layout, I told you about layout yesterday, but I will take a quick glance into it today. So this is the blog. I would open the blog in the new tab. Awesome. And then this is the layout. The layout is the framework to the blog. So everything that is shown over here was created from this layout here. Over here, you see that we have the icon, main icon, or better still, we have the top bar where it has home and all those kind of a thing. So if you come here, I click on the top navigation, and then you see the home and all those kind of the three things, they are here. So if I want to delete one of it, I will just come here and then say that I want to delete this one, and then it will no more be here, because this is I can even say the showing this widget, I can just deactivate it, and then this whole top bar will be away from there, will be gone off there, because I have stopped it. I don't want to show it. I get in this. So that is how it works. What I'm trying to say is that whatever thing that we are seeing over here, whatever feature that you see on your blog, it is done from here, or it is controlled from this back end, the layout. I can choose this one and then edit it and then take it, push it to another place, and then push this one to another place, just to change the way the post or the other features are displayed on this blog. So that's how it works. I'm going to do a little bit of I'm going to do a little bit of coding. Sure, I told you yesterday, I told you in the previous video that I know coding. I know some programming languages. I know some few of them, which I use them for some touch-ups. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need some. You see when you have the contact as main site, get informed blog, some few links over here. Okay, so I want to, it is on the main footer widget. So if I scroll down to the footer, I would see this over here. So this is the links. I can delete them, I can do whatever thing that I want to do with them. And that is what I am talking about. That is what I'm talking about. So it is not that difficult. It is not that difficult at all. It is not that difficult at all. It is not that difficult at all. I'm going to do some few changes now to these things over here. At least, yeah, just look at it. So I'm going to change this because I don't want this one. Okay, so everything over here is just for you to change it to what you want, that is all, and then you are good to go. So you just have everything should be planned. You plan for it all, and then you are good to go. Sure. So that is that. I just have to save this one. I'll come here and then edit this one also, and then I'll say I'm just directing it to our home page. Yeah, that is what I'm doing. I'm just creating it, directing it to our home page. That's all. Sure. Then I'll save it and I'm good to go. Yeah. Okay, let me just show you a little bit of code here. You see that it says created by Blogspot team. Awesome. And now I want to change it to say created by Super J. So with this one, this is the last widget, and then I say it on the layout that this is the last widget, meaning that we are not going to see, we are not able to see where it says created by whatever. We are not able to see it from here. But if I know a lot of coding, I can go and change the coding from it. Over here, this eyes over here, you can choose to, if you don't want this particular portion to show, you just come to edit and then you say I don't want it to show, and then you see that the eye will be cancelled like this. It means that it won't be showing on the sideline anymore. And then on the main site, on the main document area where you have your post over here like this, you can choose, you can come here and then say that I don't want it to be this, I don't want to do this, I want it to show the author, I want it to show the date, I want it to show this, that, I want it to show that. You can make all of those ones also here. Okay, so that is how this layout affects how your blog looks. Everything over here. This one, okay, let's look at this side. On the footer, on the section left, or the left section, it says we have an about me and then we have a start. So if you come to the main blog and then go to you scroll down to the footer section, you see the about me and then you see the start. So everything that is on the widget, or let's say everything that is on the main blog, is controlled from the widget. If I don't want to show this about me, don't forget, I just have to come here and then say I don't want to show it, and then I can come to save, and then you see that it is now crossed, so it is not showing. I can now save it here. It is saving, so I'm waiting. Good, it says it has been saved, and so we can view it. And then if I come, now I'm coming to view it. If I come to the blog, I will not see the about me again. It is only the stats over there. So this is an indication that everything that is shown on your blog on the viewer side, or let me say the front end, is controlled by the back end, which is the layout section, this portion. Okay, now if I want to show it, I can just bring it here, come here and then say I want to show it, and then I can even remove it completely from there. Completely, I can remove it from there. And then if you have removed it completely, you can just come and say add a widget, and then you choose which of them you want to add. So if it is the about me section that you want to add, you just come to the profile, because this one is already showing, it is already displayed, so it will not show over here. So you come to the profile and then you select it, and then it will be shown over there. So these are a lot of widgets that you can show, or gadgets that you can show on your blog for free. Don't forget I said I was going to change this one. So we are going to the next tab, that is the theme. In the previous video I spoke about theme, which I said that it controls how your page is shown, especially the background pictures. Yesterday we tried some few of them to change. You see over here it has a picture over here, and then the sidebar, and then some, and even the background itself is a bit reddish, or let me say deep brownish. And then over here too we have the same, it looks like the same design but a different color, and then the titles are also different. The title you can change it at any time. And then over here you see that the background is different but the same design. Okay, let's say the same arrangement or like the same layout, but the background is different. Over here the background or the layout here is different from the layout here. You can see a bigger video, a bigger picture of this one. This one is just like an except, and then it opens to this portion to show you. So that is how it looks like, and we have a whole lot of them over here. I spoke about it in the previous video, so go to the previous video for more info. What I want to do now is to go and change that widget that this name that I spoke about. So I will come here and then say I want to edit the HTML. I'm going into programming. So over here with HTML, or with what you call the source code, with the source code. Okay, so let's push you to this one. So every web page that you see on the internet, when you right click on it and then you come to view the page source, you see the code that was used for creating that particular web page. So don't forget about it. This is the code, and when you come here, it doesn't look user friendly actually. But this thing that we are seeing here is what is just presented in this way. Are you getting this? This nice thing was just made from here. If I change anything from here, it changes it from here also. Are you getting it? So this is the code that is behind this interface that you are seeing very nicely here. That is awesome. So in as much as that one is done, the same thing applies here. So this whole line that you are seeing here is in coding is this. Meaning that everything that is shown here is in here. But how do you see it? Oh God, this is serious. It's serious. You need a coding eye to see this. You need to know about that particular language to be able to edit it. So I'm going to quickly move into it. I'll show you a very quick trick. So what am I looking forward to doing? I'm looking forward to created with love by Blogspot theme. That is what I'm looking for. Created with love by Blogspot theme. I'm changing it to created with love by Super J theme, Super J side business and services, right? Okay, so I come here and then I say, oh, okay, I want to find out something. From this page. I can use Control F to find out something from this page, and then it shows over here. I can just type created, and then I will see if it finds it. If it doesn't find it, oh, fine. Maybe fine. Don't worry. Let me just move down to the portion. So now I have to use my coding, my programming language skill to do the editing here. This one is not this particular framework is not user friendly anyway. We have a lot of coding test editors that makes it nice, even pleasant to your eyes, which makes it like I know somebody without any coding idea. When he sees this one, he says, "Oh boy, what is this one? This thing is too much. This one is this, that one is that. I get in this," and then you begin to freak out. But it is easier to do. Okay. It looks like it has already been changed from here. I'd already done it before, so why is it not showing? Over here, I can see it over here. You see created with over here, and then over here we have the Favicon lab, the hat thing, and then the hat is red over here, color red, and then it says buy, and I have already put in the Spaghetti Side Business and Services over there, but it is not showing on the main page here. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so this is this is the portion of that makes the work like okay. So I'll just save it. Blogspot doesn't, because I remember yesterday wanted to change even a Favicon and then it was misbehaving. See, it is still showing the same thing. Okay, I'm thinking that it's a duplicated format, and so we would have to we would have to look for this the one that is controlling it. It's not particularly that one. You could just duplicate it, create a different one. This one is a form. This one with time you just have to divide them rightly so that it will be easier for you to read. And then there's another thing that we used to do with code. We used to assign like this particular portion. This one is a comment telling you something about the coding behind or the code below, so it tells you more about the code. We use that one to talk to people who are looking forward to look into the data or the code to make adjustments or to edit it. We just use the comments to tell them about what we have done in that particular code block. Okay. Sure. This is the line. I have to check if the line is faulty. If the line is not faulty, then I would have to if the line is not faulty, then it's not a big deal. The B section and the B section. Okay. Okay. Just no. This one is a test editor that I was just going to use it to edit, to try the code and see if the code is problemed. But if I look at it from this side, I can see that it has an open source here, and it is closed from here. It's closed from here, so it has an opening and it has a close from here, and then with the anchor, it also has its own here, which is okay. And then I should look for this class. Okay, so mostly what I do is this: I just come to this, and then I copy the whole code, and then I paste it in another text editor. Good. And then I edit it from there, and then I come and paste it over here, because this one is not that user friendly anyhow, even for codes. It's the color coding over here is not like using a dedicated code text editor, like yeah, this particular text editor. Anyways, now let's turn the class into a coding class. Let's move back. Okay, so good. I will edit this theme. You know, it is a theme that I imported, and it has a little bit of copyright work. Good. Finally, I just want to come to this one. This one is just for your reading. You can just read through it, and then this one is just to view the blog. Let's come to settings. Okay, so yesterday in the previous version, or in the previous video, I spoke about changing the title of your blog. You can just click on it here and then change the title to whichever one that you like. It is up to you. And then what your blog is about, you put it in the description here. That is yeah, that is also okay. And then you can change your blog language if you don't want English to whichever language that you want. It is over here. Yesterday on this section, I told you that if your blog contains adult content, you just have to tick here so that it requires age confirmation to view your blog. Good. That means adult content. Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. And then this one is for Google Analytics. So to give you analytics, this is another Google service to tell you how many people are visiting your blog, where they are visiting from, how many minutes they are spending on your blog, and all those kind of a thing. I monitor them on my Google Analytics profile over here. Okay, the Favicon. Yesterday I told you about the Favicon. Now the Favicon is the icon that you see over here, and yeah, I told you that the Favicon is the icon that you see over here on the title bar when you open, or when your blog is open. And then I told you how that it tells you a whole lot of, yeah, you can change it to whichever one that you like. Where is my not a square image? Sure, I want to try which one is, I've been forgotten. Wow. Okay, so that is a Favicon. You can change it later. For the privacy, all of these ones you leave them as they are, and this one you change it from the title, from the beginning of your work. If you want to redirect your custom, maybe you have bought a domain and you want to do redirecting, you can use this portion, and then this one leave it as it is. If you want to add new admins, invite our authors, and then you put the person's email here, and then you send the person an invitation. That is all. You leave the maximum post. If you want the maximum post on your blog to be more than 8 at a view, you can change it over here and then save it, and the template and all those kind of a thing. If the comment you want to check on it, it's over here. If you want to change your email, if somebody is sending a comment, which email should receive the notification, you can change it from here. Are you getting this? Awesome. Over here my own is just sent to my email, the one that is over here, because I am using only one author. It is not a big deal over here. And then for the time of your blog, the timing, using metadata, and then custom 404. If there's any error on your page, what should it show? What should be shown to your people? I have directed them to another blog. If there's any error on this particular blog, if you open this blog and you are not getting it, there's an error, it should direct you to this particular blog. That is what I did. And this one is for indexing purpose. Monetization, I have already done that already. And then I can videos on my blog, I can import my content, I can back them up, I can remove this blog if you want to delete it. If you want to delete this blog, you can just come here and then delete the blog. Thank you so much for your time. God bless you. See you on the next video, where we'll be looking at creating a free website with WordPress. Shalom.